Hello world. Gonna make another video tonight inspired by my experience at the Bathouse today. And I should be careful how I describe this, because when I say bathhouse, I mean the bathing area connected to the gym that I go to, and the bathing area specifically for the men, because there's a woman's changing room and there's a men's changing room, not so different from how you might have it at home in the West. There's just a couple of differences, like I've already mentioned, that when you go to bathe in Japan, your experience is going to be slightly different. So you finish your workout, you go into the men's changing room, and then adjoined to this is the bathhouse, which I love, I've grown to love. But a couple of different things that you're going to experience when you go in there. First one, when you bathe sitting down. And when you bathe sitting down, I think this is a great change. It's more relaxing. What's all this standing up? You know, why do we have to do that? Why can't you just sit down and relax? And so there's all these little seats set up that you can chill at and bathe. And you're going to see the full ritual here. People just don't shower when they sit down in one of these things. There's a little detachable rod that you can shower with, and shampoo and body wash and stuff, but people are going to shave there, people are going to brush their teeth. They got a whole ritual that they're going to go through there. So that in itself is a little bit different, and I quite like it as a change. It's relaxing when I finish my workout. And aside from this, in the bathing area, they've got things that you might expect. They got a bath like a hot tub. But it's not quite like a hot tub back home, because it doesn't have jets, so it's much more literally like a bath, and it's really, really hot. They seem to like that. And you don't get into the bath until you've showered off. So kind of similar to, you're supposed to shower off before you get in the hot tub at home, but I feel more strictly adhered to when you're here. There's a little more of a cultural pressure to do this showering and then get into the bath. And I like that a little bit, because back home I've always been hesitant. I don't know if others are. People can comment. I've always found hot tubs kind of gross. I kind of restrict my use to like saunas when I'm back home. I don't like to go into hot tubs. But here I don't mind, because I'm like, that guy just showered. I saw him shower, so I know that it's okay. Second to this is back home you've got your hot tub, which is fine. Maybe you go in it, maybe you don't, like myself. But the thing that can make you love this that much more is if you have what they have in Japan. And that is not a hot tub, but a cold tub adjacent to the hot tub that is just frigid cold. And maybe they do this in some Eastern European countries as well. I think I've heard of this, like polar bear swims and stuff like that. But it's specifically meant for, you finish that hot bath, and then you go and you hop in this cold bath, and it just like wakes you up, relaxes you. It does, as much as it's waking you up. I found it incredibly refreshing. So really, really nice. Worth the dip. I always go in it, and I think when I go home I might market this to gyms. I think there's a pretty penny to be made here. Maybe not. I don't know. I just love them, and I thought it was worth talking about anyways. But that's not the reason I made the video. These are things that you might assimilate to easily. You walk into the room, you see that there's a sit-down shower. Sure, you sit down. You see that you shower before you get into the hot tub. No big deal, or bath. The thing that you will not be ready for, my friend, is when you go into the, like I say, it's men specific that you're in here. When you go into this area, and then suddenly there's a woman standing behind you while everyone around you is buck naked, and all these naked men got their old shriveled roots out everywhere. And it's okay for me. I've seen a lot of hideous things in this lifetime, but I feel subjecting a woman to this is just ridiculous. Like, it's a huge culture shock for me that they allow female staff to go into this place and clean while all the men are bathing, and I feel like it's not like the men are getting sexually harassed. I feel like, in a country that seems so strict about this kind of thing, it seems kind of backwards. I was like, this poor woman coming in here, all these naked men, gross, it's, I can barely stand it. No, I'm just kidding. But, maybe we got it wrong in the West. Maybe we should be doing it as well. We just got to do it. We got to open up some new job positions for, like, bikini models where they've been stuck, they've been typecast, and it's all these modeling positions when maybe they should be given an opportunity to clean some men's bathhouses. You know, I think we opened the door for equality, and it shouldn't just be men cleaning in there. It should be women too. Fight the power. So yeah, this is a pretty short video, but I thought it was pretty funny, so I thought it was worth sharing. I know I said that I would mention a song to recommend at the end of these videos in a Japanese word or two, so quick song. I'm going to stick with the XX, go with the XX. Listen to Intro from their first album. It's instrumental, and it's profound. Amazing song. You really enjoy it if you check it out. I promise you. Otherwise, you have no soul. And aside from that, I should tell you a Japanese word. So, I think the other time I mentioned something about saying excuse me. That can be really fundamental. Here's another one for you. So, when you finish work at the end of the day, if you want to thank people for their work, and as a teacher, you might often leave before they do. These people work incredibly long hours at the schools, and you know you're usually scheduled in for something around 8. So if you want to say something like "Thank you for your hard work" as you leave, the phrase for this is "Otsukare sama deshita," and if I want to slow it down and westernize it, it's Otsukare sama deshita. And whenever you pronounce an R, think of it as almost like an LR. Practice that. Look like an idiot in the mirror like I have many times, or just generally talking to people. So once again, that's Otsukare sama deshita. And that's just thanks for your work, and you'll get some response like, oh, sama desu. Something nice like that. That's it. You got a song, you got a Japanese word, you got a funny story about a poor woman cleaning the men's change room while everybody's naked. There you go. So thanks for tripping with Dave, as I like to say. And yeah, until next time, world, ciao for now.